It's just about 1 o'clock on Sunday, the 7th of March, 2021. And the Boschek family is out in the garden, including wild man Halgrim. And I just fed the birds, as you can see here. Oh, Halgrim, you're so crazy. He's got a ball, and when he has a ball, he's pretty wild. So I thought although there's really nothing much to see in the garden at this time of year, I thought I'd just walk around with you a little bit here so that I have something to make a video of. We've got some more fence, just like the fence over there, that metal fence there. We have some more down here on the ground that Karin and our friend Matthias will be installing when the weather is a little better. Well, the weather is fine right now, but the ground is still very muddy and wet. The only thing gardeny are the cute little snowbells here. We're going to try to get the grotto with the Maria statue here in better order this year. It has suffered considerably through the weather and the fact that we just have been unable to deal with all of the ivy and stuff that's covering it. We're going to try to get to that and do it properly this year. Karin has covered a rose bush here. We have a lovely rose bush here that would freeze otherwise in the winter. And we'll walk out to the fence. You can see the fence that they put up last summer that put me in the hospital. I put myself in the hospital, of course. Hi Halgrim. Hi Halgrim, what's going on? Huh? It's one of the walnut trees we planted right in front of us here. Yeah, there it is, the little tree right there. That one, and there's the other walnut tree that we rescued. I have to be careful where I walk here because it's really very muddy and I really don't want to get my shoes all muddy. That little tree there, right in the middle of the picture, is a walnut that we saved, that the neighbors tore up with a tractor, and we managed to save it, and it looks like it's going to be okay. And there's our house from the back. And there's Mrs. Boschek trimming something. Was schneidest du da? Weide? She's cutting back the willows. That's it. We've had a pretty nice last couple of weeks, actually. The weather's been pretty good. It's really cold. It was -6 degrees or -7 degrees tonight, Celsius, and now it must be around 1 degree or 2 degrees plus, I guess. I'm sitting here in just a thin sweater, more or less, and t-shirt, and I should have a jacket on, but I'm probably not going to stay out here too long. I made a fire this morning. We brought in some firewood. We've got enough here for the next few days, and I made a fire this morning, which feels really good. We have central heating, of course, but it's kind of nice in this intermediate time when we don't need it. We don't need to heat so much. To have a wood fire going, it's just a nice very nice feeling, and the fire is, the heat is much nicer than from central heating, actually, whatever that means. One of the other things that we've been trying to do is organize all of our stuff. We've got so much with this big house and our hobbies and everything. Why we have lots of equipment and machines and tools. So we've got a couple of big cabinets, this big steel. The Germans call them Panzerschränke. It's lockable, big steel cabinet. It's very tight here. I can't really show it to you well, but in it we've got garden equipment. Let's see here. It's dark. It's dark here too. So we've got my chainsawing equipment and extra chains and things, and oil for the chainsaw, and stuff for cleaning the car, and an oil pump to pump oil out of, pump lubricating oil out of the lawnmowers, and lawnmower instructions and things. And so, and down there, Karen has our laundry soap and that sort of thing. So it's been very practical. It's really nice. It's heavy steel. Let's see if I can get back far enough so that you can see it. I guess you can see most of it that way. I've also been working on a kind of an interesting translation for a friend. It's a translation it's translation into German of the Tibetan Book of the Dead. And my friend wants to have the introduction in German translated into English. It's the introduction to this particular translation, which was by a Swiss lady in the end of the 19th century. And it's very unusual language for me to be translating. I'm quite interested in not Tibetan religion so much, but in spiritual endeavors, let's just say that. And so I kind of enjoying translating it, but I find it quite challenging. Let's see what Halgrim's doing here. Where is he then? Oh, there he is. What are you digging again? You're not supposed to be digging. Halgrim. Halgrim, nicht buddeln. Nicht buddeln. Aus. He's a digger. We have here, it's just grew up all by itself, but look at the hole that he's done here. As it's called a silver dollar plant. You can see it next to the wire mesh here. They're actually the flowers that Karen just called him. These are the flowers from this plant, and it just came up by itself here for some reason around this big I don't know, I can't remember what the name of this tree is. It's a conifer, but it loses its needles in the winter. Oh, it's tamarack or larch. The roses you see are completely dormant. I wish Harry Potter. I wish Harry Faber was here to show me how to cut them back correctly. I'll just chop them down. They always come back, but I don't think I do it right. I don't know if you can see Halgrim through the trees there. Karen is throwing throwing the ball for him. He's just crazy about, like many dogs, he's just crazy about the ball, and